Good evening, this is Nerdist to Human, and welcome to Civilization 7. It is finally here, and we are going to give it a damn good go. I suspect we'll be seeing a little mini-series here, so expect this on Monday and Thursday next week as we continue. But let's go and choose our leaders for this here game. Now, of course, in Civilization 7, we have a leader that we keep for the entire campaign, and we have a civilization for each age. So that will change, but let's pick our leader first. And okay, there are a few that are quite interesting here. Track is quite intriguing in terms of being, militaristic and scientific. Intriguing, not really one for me, but if I'm looking for a war footing on my second game, that could be good fun. I think on my first game, I'm not looking to be quite so aggressive in terms of the war. There are others like Charlemagne as well, military scientific. I do like that kind of blend, and I always do love some Augustus. But you know what? We played plenty enough of Romans on this here channel, so we're going to mix it up a little tiny bit. For me, I want to explore some of the general mechanics of this game. So I've decided to go with good old Himiko, Queen of Wa, as I like to call them, friend of Wei. Excellent. So we kind of got very early Japan here to some extent, and I'm going to play around a little bit with the science, but also with diplomacy, because I'm getting the impression, watching some people play the game, that your diplomatic favour can be very, very powerful indeed. So I'm looking to utilise this. I am fresh on this game. I've just checked basically that the game works, and the recording is fine, so I'm only level 1. Can't have me any mementos. But these basically will give you some extra starting buffs and all of that kind of thing. So that could be very intriguing indeed. I'm going to, though, pick her and see how all of this goes. On to the actual civilization itself. Very pointy hat, I must say. I do love a leader of a good hat, and I can't argue with that. So, in terms of the Antiquity age, then, we will be picking, well, who do you think? There's a few here. We've got, like, Axum, for example. Lots and lots of money. Money, very, very important in this version of the game. It does have some recommendations, I assume. Geographic choice and a strategic choice. These apparently will link up well with her, the game recommends, but I'm not going with either of those because I like to be a contrarian, of course. No, I'm going with Greece. We're going with Greece. Cultural, diplomatic. Now, the diplomatic does cross over with her. Extra influence on the palace and production towards the oracle. I will very happily take the oracle. We've also got things like, obviously, hoplites. Always good to have, but Acropolis, Odeons, Parthenon. Oh yeah, I want to make sure we have some culture. Let's make sure we're not too far behind in that. Also unlocks us a few interesting ages and civilizations. So in the next age, Norman, Spain and Russia. They all seem a bit little bit imperialistic choices there. Norman, I know, are very, very military. Spain and Russia, I'm sure, are. So interesting. I guess that fits with modern Japan. I say modern Japan, but like early 20th century Japan. So we will see where we end up later on. But yes, I like the idea of Greece. Let's keep piling on that influence. Let's play a bit of diplomacy. I don't want too many wars, but I will happily keep myself dipping into that kind of thing, because it looks like war has been improved a fair bit in Civilization 7. So there we are. I think we're going to confirm that. And as for my other options, we're going to, start in the Antiquity age. We are going to move up to Viceroy. I don't want to go up to the highest levels of difficulty at this point. We'll just, we'll say we played Civ before and do a little bit of that. So the game speed, we're not going for the epic or the marathon. We'll just go for quick on this occasion. I always like the fractal maps, and we're going to go for the standard size map. And otherwise, we'll keep things pretty much as they should be. Time to launch the game and head on in to a new game of Civilization 7. I must say my Queen Himiko here does very much suit this background. Regal, magnificent. Let us begin our game. Excellent stuff. And we have ourselves some marble. Ooh, I do like some marble. So yes, we're going to found ourselves our city right here. I'm going to get the tooltips off. I have played the first few turns of this game in a previous running just to make sure it was all going fine, so don't need all these tooltips. I'll get rid of those soon enough. But here's our city, the beautiful Athena or Athens, Athenae, whatever we want to call it. Doesn't look quite magnificent. Everyone else has some pretty nice houses, albeit mine's a little bit fancier, it should be said. This game does look beautiful. I'm very much one of those who felt Civ 6 a little bit on the cartoony side. I mean, the graphics were fine, but I just didn't like the particular direction of the art style. I very much like the Civ 5 sort of look, and this kind of feels similar to that to me. So yes, we have ourselves some silk bollocks over here, some marble, some sheep, and a navigable river. Excellent stuff. Okay, so yes, we need to pick ourselves a unit. I will get the scout, but I'm very much looking forward to getting myself some hoplites before too long. We can't veer too far away from the world of Rome Total War, can we? So we'll grab our scout, and whereabouts are we? It's always worth actually having a little swing. Yeah, you see, even the old tricks work. We're actually quite near the south of the map by the looks of it, unless it's tiny. No, that's a different kind of end. So yeah, it looks like this is the actual end. So that's south. That's where the river's going, presumably. That is the ocean. All right. Let's swing up north then and see what we've got. Nothing too interesting so far, but we'll get ourselves moving forward. As for our tech choice then, I'm going to go with sailing originally. Sailing is going to be more important than on Civilization 5 or 6, where often you just ignore sailing for an awful long time if you don't have any sea tiles. But because the rivers are navigable, yeah, we want to get ourselves some boats for some food. That is going to be magnificent. And in terms of production, I probably should get a granary. I will just get a hoplite. There are a fair few units floating around. Double scout or one unit of a scout and one hoplite won't be a terrible idea. Also, in terms of growing city, yes, in terms of growing cities, we actually have a lot more choice over that now. So we can pick any of these out here and it will grow out a fair chunk. So we've got the yields on here. I'm probably just going to say, shall we grow towards that? Ooh, I do like this forest bit over here with the culture. A bit of money. You know, we'll grab this and then I'll eat up that silk as well. So that will be absolutely marvellous. In terms of our units, we'll keep on plodding up. A little bit more tundra. Ooh, the Grand Canyon. Okay, that is very near home. Very near home indeed. So let's just get our tile yields on here. What are we talking about? 4 happiness and 2 culture. Okay, yeah, happiness is back from Civilization 5. People did like it not being in Civ 5 because it causes a lot of problems when it goes wrong. But I kind of felt it was a bit weird it being completely absent in Civ 6. Just felt maybe it needed a bit more balancing perhaps. So that's certainly of interest. Let's keep on exploring. It does seem like we've met another civilization. We've got a local village, Kerma, and we've got Ibn Battuta. Okay, excellent stuff there. We're well met on the Traveller's Road, so you're Persia. Intriguing. Now, I don't actually know what his specific attributes are as a leader. I did very much like to work towards peace. So yes, we can spend some of our influence on actually impacting our relationships. I really like this new system. It seems a lot more dynamic than it did in previous games. And we could just say open borders immediately. I won't, because we don't have much influence to spare right now. We might meet someone else, but that is encouraging. Where are they though? Because we need to get to this Grand Canyon before that. Okay, they're actually quite close too. They're actually right in between us. Ooh, okay. We want to think about settlers quickly, actually, don't we? I would say so. Right, we're going to grow the city, though. So I'm going to say grab the silk. Grab the silk. And that gives us, yeah, some lovely, lovely stuff inside the city. Having traded maps with this guy, I'm actually going to throw in a research collaboration because that's awfully good and he's going to accept. This guy seems to get on with me. He seems like a friendly chap. In fact, we can check exactly what he's about on this screen, I think. Yeah, there we go. So wildcard attribute points for civics plus sight on units, so they will have extra vision. In terms of Persian Empire, combat strength when attacking. Okay, so we want him to be on our side, that's for sure. And unit building, culture and gold. Okay, so a cultural friend of ours then. Very nice. A couple intriguing options here on the civic trees. So there's mysticism and there's discipline, and discipline is quite useful because you get the army commander, and I'll be honest, I've just bumped into a less than friendly city state, so I might just go and do that. But also, whilst we're positive with Persia right now, we do the Grand Canyon right in between us, so I don't know if that's where they want to move or not, but we need to make sure we're on top of it. There are, by the way, Greek civics specific to us, which is very nice. We get ourselves Xenia for extra influence towards initiating and progressing the Befriend Independent project. That's really nice. And down here, Parthenon, Strategoi. Oh, excellent. Yes, extra army command experience. That is grand. Yeah, we'll just get discipline to start with, and we'll need to think about that moving forward. As for those techs, then, we've got ourselves sailing already. In terms of the rest of this, yeah, animal husbandry. Were there some elephants down there? There might have been, actually. I want to get towards writing. For some reason, I can't click on this and thus click on the things we need to get there. It just kind of says, no, you can't do that. So yeah, we're going to get pottery, and hopefully all will be fine. There's more diplomatic actions, apparently. Indeed, we'll open borders. All good with this guy. I hope this doesn't go terribly, terribly wrong, and we can choose a government. So we are cultural. So I'm tempted a little bit. These are celebrations, by the way. So during a celebration, when you have excess happiness, like the old golden age of Civ 5, you can get 20% culture for 6 turns, 15% towards wonders for 6 turns. Okay, but then there's food and production. At this early stage, I think I want buildings out. I know technically culture and science is what I'm playing for. Let's grow. Oligarchies, I think, a good solid balance at this point. We might get some wonders, but I'd rather just get some general buildings down. In terms of Athens, then, if you've just built that, yeah, we should probably be getting this fishing key down here. Okay. The existing fishing boats will be replaced. No. Does that put it down automatically as I get that tech? That might be what's happened there. Indeed, it kind of looks like it. Okay. Or maybe I get more from this. I'm a little bit unsure with that. So it's saying this will build over the fishing boat. Very confusing. We're going to move into the next fishing section just so I can vaguely figure out what's going on down the south. So yes, indeed, we are right on the sea here. Some extra fish as well as these fishing boats and these fishing boats. I guess they come automatically. I'm assuming then we'd have something like the fishing key on maybe something like that tile. I'm not entirely sure. Anyway, I'll work that one out in time. More importantly, yes, our hoplites have been wondering. They found a goody heart. We can go have a little look at that in a moment. They also seem to have found the coastline. We've got this evil city-state over here. We could try and befriend them. Now, they are, in theory, cultural, it says, so maybe we should try and befriend these guys. Do we want a city there? I'm not sure yet. Let's do a little bit more scouting before I decide to be friends with them or to do anything else for that matter. We need to be careful, by the way. Scouts are not able to keep themselves safe like they used to. So there's some more stuff down here. Dates. Oh, I love dates. They are one of my favourites. Okay, and over in the goody heart here, we can bring the charlatan to justice for 67 gold, or we can leave the justice to the gods. Okay, so a little bit of gold and we take damage. Honestly, I mean, it's a decent amount of gold. God's useful, but I'm just going to take the bonus happiness for the time being. I don't have enough units to really cock around with that. You're the same guy you met at the start. This is a nice coastline. I'm guessing there's not much more land down here, but we should go and verify that in the coming turns. Seems like we're right at the southern tip, which in some ways is safe, in some ways means we really need to go and do that land grab. So, when can we get ourselves a settler? I can't remember what that's tied to. A little spine from my scout here recommends this area is spectacular. Look at this. We have ourselves some gold, iron. There's the dates on that coast. There are horses. There's marble. There's cotton. Oh, this is absolutely glorious. And there is more sea right here. So I'm guessing it's the same coast that we're on. So we'll keep on plodding across that part of the world. It's certainly looking very exciting indeed. And these guys are... Ooh, okay. Yeah, can't see how much more land they have up north. We will need to find that out, but it's not really our priority right at this second. We do have ourselves just a little bit more of a circle for these hoplites to go swing around on. And I would say, yeah, just keep moving over here. Looks like we are... Oh, yeah, we've got on the boat. Maybe not the safest thing with that guy over there. I hope we're okay to him. We might not be, you know. Ooh, culture and happiness or a big pile of food. I do like food in the capital, but I'm going to take the happiness. I want to keep on working towards a big happy day. And we did gain ourselves our civic with that, which is excellent news indeed. We can have ourselves the army commander, and we can change around our civics because, yeah, our governments do have some of this going on. I've got the production in science for the moment, but there's also scout movement and sight. You know what? Yeah. Let's go with that for just a little while. That would be a really good idea, I imagine. This guy could be in trouble. And we do need to get this guy. Yeah, you know what? We'll just head on into this chap here. Do a bit of damage. He's from Chan village. That is not the same place as this one. So, all right, there's other villages around who are a little bit stabby. We need to be careful about that. And in terms of growing our city, there's a big pile of food over here, and it's going to bring that marble into our life. And it's also going to reveal the edge of the water. Oh, I'm quite happy about that. Yeah, this looks like the end. I might actually just want to swing back down this way just to make sure we've got it very clear where we're at. In terms of the civics now, do I want to get a pantheon? I think I do. I think I'm going to go for mysticism first. Then we'll start thinking about the specific Greek civics. That could be, oh yeah, our scout's taken some damage, but we have a celebration plus 20% food for 6 turns or 30% production towards buildings. We're actually going for a settler right now, so I'll take the food on this here occasion. Everyone party with a big pile of food. And with the policy change, yeah, we'll go and put that back on in. The extra culture would be nice, but on this occasion, we'll leave that out for now. We do have this commander over here who has health, but he isn't really about punching people in the face. He's more about doing other stuff. You know, we'll just keep on attacking this guy whilst he's around. We'll just get ourselves some experience. And hello, Jose Rizal has walked along into the distance there. There's some writing. Library, of course. Very nice indeed. And you, sir... I am Jose Rizal, poet, pintor, revolucionar. Okay. And I think he's saying it as well. Pintar. Yeah, pintar is actually a guinea fowl. Thomas, not quite painter. Okay, friendly greeting. Yes, indeed. We will continue to use friendly greetings. We'll get him on side. That will be excellent. And I reckon... Yes, we got the Friends Away, which is when we're actually allies. Fine. I don't know if this guy is... Well, he's the Maya. Maya, 20% culture and gold per age. Celebration duration up. Happiness... I mean, that's really nice. Really nice. Yeah, the Maya seems pretty good, actually, when I've been looking at them. They have the unique science quarter as well as their happiness quarter. Yeah, they look pretty solid, but I don't know too much about him. Oh, I got a thumbs up from my mate over here. Excellent. I'm going to open my borders as well. More and more... Happy. And you, sir, how do you feel about some of this? You know what, we'll hold it for a second. We've only just met. We do have a narrative choice, though. A Greek poet begins composing an epic work about war and conflict. Many enjoy his work, but some prefer a more adventurous tale. Culture or science. Interesting. I'm gonna say... Yeah, we lay bare the soul of humanity. I am that kind of, I'm going to say sap, but that's not really quite the right word. We seem to be pretty much there now. Oh, that extra movement is really nice. Oh, there's even some jade down here. Okay, jade, fish. This area is absolutely magnificent. I'm not sure I mean, we're going to settle here first. I think that's the spot, by the way. Next to our silver teapots. Not chocolate teapots, sadly. That would be fun, but no. Over here, and definitely down here, but this looks like a very safe spot in terms of us settling. We need to know more about this part of the world. I'm just going to finish this guy off. There we go. Bye, Steve. And we'll just send the commander over here. Yeah, we need to keep an eye on this situation and maybe deal with those guys, because we could have a problem if we don't start building some troops after we've got this sorted out. Now, actually, this is an important point. We can get ourselves right into. We can double down on this kind of thing. We can steal technological advancements, gain the codex. We'll get to that. There's also things like currency. I'm going to go have a little ponder. Well, I am very late to the party on the Pantheon, it seems. We've already lost the city patron goddess, which would make sense for Athens, especially with our influence. The Earth goddess could be interesting for this city, with extra happiness for adjacency to natural wonders and the mountains. Well, that would be every tile in this cocking city, but we've already lost out on that. The other one that's gone is this one towards wonders. Would be quite nice as well. Unfortunately, I'm just going to go God of the Sun. A bit dull, but you know what? It works. Time to build ourselves a library, and I really don't know what the future adjacency is going to be sensible for, so we're just going to plonk it down there. Our settler is 4 turns away from that tile. We were just scouting nearby these guys, and I couldn't see any settlers for them. So, yeah, I'm not sure about that. We should be okay by the looks of it, but we will see. Just going to stand our guys over here just to make sure that we're kind of covered. It's not a bad spot to guard in the short term. And it does look like we're awfully empty down this part of the world. So, yeah, I'm going to go send this guy just running over there. One day we might find something new. But, yeah, it looks like these guys can set up this side of painted rock. But we're going to grab this. And, well, I hope they have some more land because, I'll be honest, this corner is looking very tasty for us too. And we did room to expand to the east, so grabbing this, in many ways, is saying a bit of an FU to these guys, but it's fine. It's fine. I don't know if they've expanded yet. You'd certainly think so, because they're only at 6. But nothing here yet. It turns out that Megiddo over here, I don't know who they are. Canaanite. Oh, okay, fine. Those guys are causing a few problems. We're going to run away. Hopefully there's more land to explore over here. No, there's just more enemies. Why have you taken the boat? We really should have taken half a minute just to wait there. There's more silk there. There's a cairn over there. Whatever that means on this particular game. I mean, I don't know what a pile of rocks really means to us. Don't move any further. I think that was where I actually wanted you, not the next spot. So yes, that is fine where you are. Cancel your order, sir. And yeah, the scout has been attacked quite a bit, but I think we're going to be able to make this work for us. There's quite a lot of them, so keep an eye on it. Yeah, irrigation unlocked. You seem a bit safer now. Okay, you just plod yourself out. You say safer, there's another thing over there, but that's more of a scout, so that will be fine. You then, since this area is a bit more dangerous, go meet up with our friends Kerma, who we are getting on pretty well with, and we are going to settle good old Chalkis. Okay, I was thinking maybe more like Corinth with this thing going on, but you know what? We will take it. Oh, isn't this magnificent? Look at this spot. Look at this house down here. Oh, magnificent. Sitting there on the cliff of the canyon. That is glorious stuff. All right, all this happiness and culture, that is what we want to see. And I did have a call with the mountain, something adjacent to a mountain. Does this count? Does that count? That's kind of like an inverse mountain. This is a mountain, Thomas. That would be adjacent to the mountain. I'm not sure we're going to get that one, actually, are we? Emissaries from Kerma have arrived and pronounced that Greek Empire deserves all glory and respect. Honor. Honor, honor, honor. They just give me money. Thank you very much. So, yeah, we are actually befriending these guys pretty quickly, actually. They're not very far from being on our side, and that is a bit of a FU to those guys again, isn't it? Really, we're friends for now. Where are these guys, by the way? We've not met our good friend here. By the way, what the hell does a cairn do? Should we go find out? Oh yes, we can grow the town. We're going to grow towards that mountain. That didn't count. Oh well, it's fine. That's not an issue. We'll pick a new technology. We can choose ourselves as celebration, and I think this time, when we win the Parthenon, it's time to, yes, go for construction to buildings. Strategoi. Yeah, that might not be a terrible idea right now, because we actually are being invaded from Megiddo. Megiddo. And so yes, we're going to go and send our hoplites in to help out with this, and then we can head over there. So at least we have ourselves a couple of units. Did just spend some of our money on that. We're going to go and just see what they've got here, because they do appear to be on the coast, and there's some dyes in the sea. All very nice. I guess that makes sense. It's the old purple shellfish there. Excellent. And over in the east, yes, we've met Chan Chan, who are a little bit aggressive as well. Quite a lot more aggressive ones, sadly, because we are quite diplomatic. But yeah, 3 evils and 1 good boy. So there we go. There's Jose Rizal in a very, very nice area for... is he linked with... I think he should turn into the Hawaiians in the next era. So this kind of works out, doesn't it? Lovely. I love the beach camels. That's excellent. Here are the cliff camels. They have a lot of beef with each other, I guess. But we'll just keep on exploring this land. Looks thoroughly exciting. Some interesting options over here at Kolkis, which needs to grow. I'm going to go north just because I want to claim territory, to be honest. Dick move, but we're going to commit to it. We can actually go through his territory, so we might as well... Oh, dear. He's... Yeah. This coast, east coast, north coast are coast by definition, and this looks awfully like a coast as well. Oh, we might have boxed them in already. That is excellent news, and that's going to block them from going anywhere. Yeah, they've got some of their guys up in the north too. That's a Kerman scout. Kerma, almost there, really, aren't they? In fact, there we are. They are indeed along with us, so we could levy their units. We could use them to do all sorts of other things. Intriguing. Do I want to incorporate them? You know what? It's not a terrible plan necessarily. What does this place look like? It's gold, incense. What are you? You're gypsum. I mean, that's 3 pretty good things, and we've got ourselves a reef as well. This is lovely. That's also mountainous city, Thomas. Ooh, would that technically count? Should we eat Kerma? I think we might, you know. We might just eat them up. So, if we want to incorporate them, 161, we can do that. Incorporate the city-state into your civilization as a new town when the diplomatic action completes 6 turns. I think we'll do it. I think we're going to do it. We're going to spend it on that, and I assume that means we get their units. If it does, we're in a very strong place. Oh dear. Yeah, hot plates have bonuses next to each other, by the way. So makes sense, doesn't it, with Mr. Spiky Boys? So I'd say we're in a pretty good spot over here. As for this lad, yeah, go and meet the camels. That would be magnificent. Oh, hi, sir. Blacksmiths in their seaside forge. Now that's a cool forge. Oh, I like this. This feels more like Millennia in terms of this early game exploration. It feels like there's a lot more narrative choice. I do like that. The early game, the exploring is the best part. And actually Age 2 is about exploring. So yeah, but maybe we'll get to this later. But whilst this game feels quite different to other Civs, and all Civ games change a lot of things between them. You know, they always change it up, and I think that's a great aspect of Civilization. This one does feel much more divergent, much more influenced by things like Ara, Millennia, all the other things that have gone on the last few years. Been quite a lot of these kind of games. This one feels, yeah, quite different actually, but I like the narrative aspect and keeping the exploration. So, production and science to Athens or gold. Ooh, production is always beautiful. And there's some science. We have ourselves walls. There's a Cassius Ds quote that I just ignored. Sorry, my good sir, but not this time. Yeah, 3 turns from the Parthenon. Absolutely glorious. And a city-state bonus. Ooh, suzerain bonus. I think it's going to be very hard to say no to gemstones. Lapis lazuli resourcing the capital for production and 5% gold. Oh yes, feed that to me, baby. And duty. 1 diplomatic attribute point. Very nice indeed. So we'll keep picking ourselves new technologies. And where do you want to be working? Bronze working is nice, but I'm not sure we need that right now. Let's try and think about what our next focus is going to be. Bit of a flood over here in Athens. A bit annoying, but we can fix that up fairly simply. In more interesting diplomatic news, yes, Ibibiton has become the suzerain of Painted Rock. That is intriguing. Kerma over here is, of course, my friend. So, yeah, we're 2 turns away from incorporating Kerma. But they might be trying to do the same with Painted Rock, and that wouldn't be ideal going forward. It would really buy them quite a lot of territory here. I should have just gotten that a little bit quicker. They do, though, have a tiny bit of land up north by the looks of it. I can't see the position very well, so I'm just going to scout it out. Aha, okay. Yeah, definitely room for a second city, but not really enough to really push on. Also, their city is actually more of a little, lake with a, good river flow. Okay, fine. It's near enough the sea. It's okay, brackish, I guess. But, all right, they've got themselves a nice spot up north. I can't deny that. But they've also got 2 settlers. Got to really keep a close eye on this because they might have just become slightly more diplomatic rivals. Much like these guys, by the way, who refused my open borders. It's a little bit concerning, but it's fine. At least we know where they are. They're quite far away. If we can grab that, we can grab something around here. Then we might actually have ourselves quite a big chunk eaten up. We just need to make sure we don't do anything stupid in this part of the world. So, yeah, we're just going to get these guys to be packed up and we'll just get them to move on out of their territory. That's fine. We would definitely be eating this Grand Canyon next time we grow the city, though. That is definitely for sure. The game just got very dramatic about Kerma being defeated there. I would say defeated is a strong term, but... yeah, okay, technically, is that Call of the Mountain? Indeed it is. The people are drawn to Himiko's vision of the future and they quickly adopt it as their own. So yes, technically this is next to a mountainous tropical thing. Lovely. So yeah, Kerma's now under my control and Colchis has grown significantly in that direction. Right. We don't seem to have inherited all their troops though. They had a lot of troops. Unfortunately, we're not going to be gifted them, which is a bit of a shame, but it is what it is. Himiko climbs the mountain, her way guided by the spirit within. With each step, her vision materializes. An empire stretching as far as the eye can see. The site is our future. 1 diplomatic attribute point. Lovely. Fine, we'll absolutely be taking that. We need to start 4 diplomatic endeavours. Well, you know what? We've done tons of those already. Let's continue with that. That's nice and easy. You, sir, do you want a local festival? Are you going to waste my time? No, he's really not having me anymore. That's a shame. He blocked that, which means he didn't spend mine. But it does mean that he is being a bit of a dick. Okay, fine. We'll bear that in mind, and we'll just continue to explore. What I really want to do over here is just make sure this guy is not going to cause me any settling issues. Now over here, these guys are piling in on him, by the way. So whilst he's been a bit of a dick to me, I was going to go take these guys out. I'm tempted to just let them be distracted for a little while, actually. Not the worst idea in the world. And as for you, where do you want to grow? Yeah, just keep keep growing across them. If I just grabbed Painted Rock as well. Yeah, I should have just done that diplomatic action. I kind of forgot, obviously, because they're militaristic. Well, you know, it's kind of looks cultural there, but because they were aggressive, I kind of didn't think about the fact that we clearly could have just taken them over. It just would have taken a bit more diplomacy. Whatever happens to Painted Rock in the future, for now we are going to settle, and it's actually quite restricted in Civilization 7. You, yeah, we can't build near settlements, of course, but also these floodplain areas are completely inaccessible. You can't settle on top of resources anymore, which always used to be a pretty solid strat. So really, there's only these 2 spots here we can realistically actually settle, along with actually having proper water. Although I'm not entirely sure what positives and negatives that has, but it's probably going to be good to settle on water. This spot seems as good as any, to be honest. This is Corinth. This is the least Corinthy place to my mind, but anyway, we'll take it. I guess it does just block us off from this little knob here on the end. And Corinth itself, if we can just get it to grow and nab that cotton ASAP, I'd be very happy with that. So, yeah, let's go and do just that. Grabbing the territory to the north of us. Probably pissing them off quite significantly, but that's the plan, damn it. Yeah, if we can at very least just kind of chop it off around here, grab the dates in the future, then I'll be happy enough with it. Realistically, you'd probably go grab a fishing town down here, wouldn't you, with the jade and the fish and all of that. But I'm quite happy with Corinth. Very nice. We have a new civic unlocked, but more important than that, we have, well, we also have currency, the mastery of currency, no less, because yes, I am realizing just how important money is. And in terms of age progress, by the way, we have reached the first for scientific. A golden age in the next era needs us to get further along. More and more mastery will do just that. In terms of the rest, I suspect we might well be able to make it in military if we can gain another couple cities, but we're not really attacking people, so that's not happening. We do have one cultural legacy point already as well, and economic, we're getting pretty close. So even if you don't get to Golden Age, you do want to be getting as many of these as possible. We're not doing too badly with these right now. None of the wonders, no wonders at all. That's really interesting. I hadn't noticed that. Maybe we need to go in a think about that. Yes, Corinth is continuing to grow, by the way. I can see the settler finally heading down south, so we need to keep an eye on that. But I did, of course, grab that cotton, and we've grabbed the iron, and we're just going to spread across to the dates at this point. We've got more of the Grand Canyon fully under control. We now have roads connecting all of our towns. Very, very nice indeed. We haven't yet turned any of these into cities, and I think that might be what we want to do, actually. Convert to city 301. Yeah, I think I'm going to start saving up for some of that. Now, what I potentially want to do before that is grab ourselves an altar. So I'm going to say, let's have ourselves an altar. Does it make any difference? I don't think it does. We'll just plonk it down there in this city. There might be some key positions to do that, but I don't know what those are. But decrease your relationship with the other leader. Interesting. I can cancel that. Let's just slow that down by using my influence to basically, I mean, he's trying to denounce me. I guess conceptually what's happening is I managed to counteract in a way where people, aren't convinced of him putting me down. So it gives them less options going forward. Now, let's keep an eye on that. I don't think that's a problem this stage, but next stage, I certainly think it is going to be. So we're going to unpack our units over here. Very nice. I didn't quite know how that was going to work. We're now in a slightly wonky position, but it's fine. We'll get attacking this city-state next. We're gaining ourselves some extra commander abilities now. Very nice. You want to be keeping these guys alive and moving forwards. I've gone for the maneuverability just to make sure I can get around the map. I'm a little bit concerned actually that they've got themselves at least some experienced lads over here, and I am aware that I'm kind of clearing this out. I saw a lot of troops moving their way a little while ago, and sadly they seem to have dealt with them and do have a new settler out, and I'm going to clear the way, unfortunately, but it is the way it goes. A playwright shocks Greek citizens with a new play denouncing the virtues of an honoured hero. A group of theatregoers organise a boycott and march the streets of the capital demanding the play be cancelled. Well, other people can go and see it. It's absolutely fine. It's art's obligation to culture. Absolutely it is. So we have ourselves now the Odeon next to the Parthenon. Oh, that is magnificent. Our Acropolis is complete. That is excellent news. I think we gained like a codex or something special for that. It is magnificent. And this point, do you want to look at some of these? Yeah, some of these wonders. Just considering whether any of these other little things here are worth me getting before it. But I feel like it'd be really nice to get one of these. So yeah, the Great Steely, 200 gold for every wonder in that settlement. That could be great. Hanging Gardens is always excellent. Must be a place adjacent to a river. So, yeah, we can potentially go and plonk this down. It's good for adjacency going forward. So I'm going to plonk it down there on the Riverlands, and we'll see about that one going forward. Oh yes, of course, I wanted to get the Oracle, which the very next turn I can build. Great work there, Thomas. Great work. Okay, so Xenia is lovely, but I don't think I really need to be doing that anymore, so I'm going to keep things as they are for the time being. By the way, Raga has been built all the way up here, which does make sense, to be honest, but that's very, very much good news for me. More town growth. If I'm honest, I am just going to very cynically keep on building in that direction. Apparently, that was silly because I haven't actually grown out there. I think we're too far out for that. Okay, that's fine. Good to know. But we can take the woodcutter of that section anyway. That is absolutely grand. Have we got now this guy being angry? No, it was a culture exchange. Okay, Well, that is excellent. Yes, he got over my complaint at his denunciation before. And start for diplomatic endeavours. Yeah, I need to start a new one over here. Improve the trade relations. Okay. Why not? I approve it. And an endeavour. Yeah, let's get ourselves a lovely, lovely endeavour. Excellent work. And with that, we're up to 3 out of 4. As for Megiddo, yes, I think we're finally going to take that one out. Excellent news. It has laid open a path for these guys. But, all right, absolutely fine. It does seem to be, yeah, disperse the independent. That's the plan. 67 gold and a promotion available for Stevie McGee over here. Can I rename Steve McGee? I can't, apparently. That's a shame. Ibn Batun wants to establish an alliance. Well, we're going to do that quite happily because we are the kind of people who like that. We do, of course, have the friend of way, don't we? Is that one of my decisions in here or something? I can't remember where that is, but we can certainly make some use of that. By the way, Kerma, as it just grew out here into this clay pit, has pushed away the settler. So what I'm going to do instead is, yeah, block him off because there's Double Mountain. That's my territory. We can do a good job here of just saying, this is the line. You can be that side. We'll be this side. And hopefully then no war. He has chilled out a little bit recently, but we are on our city cap for the time being. It's a soft cap. And my happiness is very good, so it should be fine to create another town. But I need to be aware of that. Also, I'm not sure this is the best territory around here. The camels are good for increased trading, by the way. But, yeah, down here, excellent city. This one would just be like a fortification town here. But between the mountains and this bit of water, oh, it's not a bad spot to have a couple cities as a border, I think. Oh, here's Friends of Way. Accepted. Both leaders receive 25% boost to science for 10 turns. That is magnifico. Friend of Way, you are friend of mine. Friend of Way would be the Chinese leader, the Han Chinese leader, I think. Because this is this particular leader is sort of contemporary to that, maybe 3rd century AD. So that gives us a narrative choice there because the Daughter of the Mountain has indeed seen in her bronze mirror. That's one of the few things I know about her. Himiko sees a world beneath her influence, but this is no longer a vision. It is a reflection of her power, splitting without hindrance. And yeah, this guy is trying to move this way. That is such a forward settle, it's disgusting. If you decide to settle further around here, you try and go around me, this will be a war, just so you know. And here we go, the Hanging Gardens. Not hearing the speech right now, but the canal water gushes from above into the gardens. Fragrance pervades the walkways. Streams of water as numerous as the stars of heaven flow in the pleasure garden. And we get ourselves some beautiful golden things happening. Lovely. Oh, by the way, we built this next to Persia. Athens have built the Hanging Gardens when we're neighboured with Persia. I love it. Magnificent stuff. And we unlocked citizenship. Lovely there. And castles, sorry, casts, not quite the same. Okay, and we can get the Weiyang Palace. Okay, yes, we definitely want to be doing that. That is an exciting one. So, let's get moving. Hang on. We've met a new nation. Oh, God, it's Catherine. She's only going to go wrong, isn't she? She's a Sarina. And patron of the arts, but you can call me Sophie. Okay. Katarina Alexeyevna. Right, well, I'm going to try and be friendly, but I imagine she's going to be aggressive. Who is she with, by the way? Who's the horse? The Hun. Oh, right, fine. So the Hun, I'm guessing, are a little bit more... Are they going to be scientific, diplomatic? I'm not entirely sure, really. But it's fine. We can have a local festival for happiness. We'll leave it for the moment. But yeah, where the cock is she? Because you're quite late to be joining the party, aren't you, lass? Where? I don't even know where we met them. It's a bit concerning. Anyway, time to go and get Colchis up to a city. That is a good idea, I think. We definitely want to be getting some more libraries and things out, and we can't do that in the current situation. So, urban upgrade challenge complete. And, yeah, narrative choice is coming up. It's all going crazy ahoy over here. And having chosen to go for the culture option, yes, we're going to go for Skinmakia over here, +2 culture for each city-state you are suzerain of, and 1 settlement limit, more importantly. So we're going to go grab that. And there's, Peloponnesian League and the Delian League, as well as Oracle base shields and all of that sort of thing. Does that actually change how much the Oracle's going to give me? That's very exciting. On the note of the Oracle, it's time to potentially be building that, but Weiyang Palace. Okay, 12 turns it's telling me for that. I think we want to do it on the grasslands then. So 6 influence, 2 culture here as well. Okay, let's go and bang it down over there. That'll be magnificent. We get a couple of these spread out, then we've got lots of, bonus adjacency to do. Although Conquest over here, you're now able to do a few things as well, aren't you? There we are, library. We can really do with that. We've got a codex that we can't actually put anywhere right now. I might just buy that in a few turns, mind you. How much is it? 200. Okay, that is of interest, but I think in the meantime, do you want to path it on? Oh, I don't know. I think we just need more. We clearly need a little bit more in terms of just basic, production in this city here. So, no, let's not change over the farm. That's the only place we could do it, though. Oh, that's annoying. We have the wheel, and it might just be in good time because apparently an ally is at war. I will indeed support him against Jose Rizal. Not sure why this war's happening. They're not particularly close. We do not sleep. We wait for you with fire in our hearts and weapons in our hands. I mean, I have this plate-looking thing, and you have a book and a feather. So I would say slap him with a bronze plate, love, and you're absolutely going to floor him. Look at him with his flimsy little moustache. Slap it good! Seems we do have plenty of influence, though. We might as well see how this works in war. So I'm going to support myself. Excellent. That's magnificent stuff. And to be honest, they are just standing here right next to my settler, so I'm going to do some damage. Unfortunately, they actually do have more health on this, so I don't actually have the chance to kill them right this second, and I have been shuffling along. But you know what? We might as well push onwards here, because I have been, purposefully kind of moving myself along here to cause them problems. So you might as well just take them out at this point. So yes, we are supporting you. That's also against this lady then. As they say, the crayfish sleep. See, she actually has a little weapon here. That's not too bad. She's a little bit slow and glitchy. That's probably my graphics card struggling with the game. But there we are. We'll just we'll ignore that. I don't even know where she is, so I won't worry about her. Well, lucky for us, the slinger can drown that unit over there that had double silver chevrons, which sounds good to me. So yeah, that unit seems to have drowned. There we go. Yeah, it's lucky because our guys are pretty darn badly hurt at this point. We managed to hold it off. We managed to build Thera over here, which is very nice indeed. I'm going to tell you, though, sir, to maybe just move over here and we can kind of fortify that particular spot. Otherwise, we might be in trouble. But we are sending new units in. We're kind of stuck in their war. I have seen... Oh, maybe that's her up there. There's a coast. Yes, I saw one unit of Catherine over in that part of the world. And in case you're interested, by the way, here's some battle tactics. Sun Tzu, excellent. Don't tell her about this. But that works for us. Oh, and military training. Excellent, excellent stuff. So, overall, money, we are doing very well along with our friends there. Influence, we are winning by a mile. We're winning science. It's very close on culture, but we are just ahead there. And happiness by a long, long way. Catherine can have 6 towns. I have 5 out of 5. So I'd say I'm doing very well in this part of the world. Catherine has built the terracotta army, though. That is a little bit worrying, but I'm not sure if it's exactly the same as in Civ 5, where it was potentially terrifying. Challenge complete, play game 2. I don't know what that means. But, alright, we have earned a cultural legacy point. Very nice. Let's view our progress for that. And the Weiyang Palace. Oh, okay, this is what the other bit of joy was for. This bit's a little bit juddery. I think that's just my computer, but there we are. Heaven is lasting, earth endures. Time has no limit. Regret goes on and on without end. I am available for voiceovers if you want me to do that work. Thank you very much. Hi, sheep. So, excellent stuff. We have ourselves a code of law as well. we might as well take a quick look at our policies right now because we're starting to pick up some good ones. Production towards training of units might be a decent one at this point, and also combat strength for fortified districts. Could consider it, but I think we're fairly solid in the war right now. Just sort of fortifying this border. These guys are healing up most of the way there now, and the slinger did help us out too, so I'm feeling quite confident, and with Thera growing quite well, oh yeah, we are making impressive progress here. I mean, I really think the influence is making a massive difference because I'm just pumping out endless science boosts here with my good friend. So I've got this alliance and I just keep doing research collaborations. Friend of Way does the same thing, and 25% to science along with the +4 here. In fact, because it's supported, it's +6. So yeah, I imagine they're bouncing off each other, which is absolutely glorious actually. So, you know, I might as well keep on doing this stuff. There we are, let's have a festival. I know there's a war on and I hope you're fine, to be honest. I haven't really looked at your land. But in general, things are going great. Well, that was unfortunate. This guy's come in and he's just absolutely wrecked the commander. I'm a little bit confused as to how they killed the commander when I've still got 2 near full strength units. It's a bit bizarre. Is that because they're not deployed and not set? I guess he weren't fortified in that moment. That's probably what's going on, but that's a bit of a shame. I guess it's a learning point for me. We will get ourselves, we've got ourselves a new city over here, by the way, so we will purchase ourselves a new, can we get units here? Right, we can't necessarily buy many units here right now. Maybe a bit short on money as well, but in Athens, I know we can definitely, once we have money again next turn, buy some other guys, some other generals or something. So we'll have to do that because these guys are not letting up. They keep on dying, but they're coming back stronger this time. They're growing, then we get ourselves even more silk, which is excellent. We have ourselves some peace with the Maya, which is good because they turned up with commanders and some, level 2 version of their units, which was a little bit scary. They did manage to actually kill a unit too, which was a bit of a shame. We do now have these lads coming along here. Go away, sir. Yes, our relationships are starting to change. We've got the Silk Roads. Oh, someone has the Silk Roads. That's not me, no. And Jose Rizal has got the Mundo Perdido. Ah, the Lost World. Okay, or the Forgotten World. Either way, I don't care. He's now sodding off and I can heal up my units, which is very nice indeed. As for this Binti McGee, can we do anything to maybe get peace with her? Is she interested in peace? She will accept this deal. Why not? Let's just do it. Excellent, lovely. Make it so. So with that, she seems all happy again because she is a two-faced bitch. Oh, and this fits in so beautifully for us. We get the Peloponnesian League and we get the Delian League. Influence towards endeavours and sanctions as well as Oracle. That is absolutely magnificent stuff. Do we want to put that policy in right now? I don't know. We certainly don't need the Stratigoid, Thomas. We don't have any of that left. So yes, initiating endeavours. That even cheaper. Oh, that is going to boost us up big time. In we head to the crisis then, 70% of the age complete, which means something is about to happen. 2 crisis policy slots. So, great. We'll have to fit a couple of these in. We have just got mathematics though, so that's nice. Yes, we're going to have to do something about the crisis. So, -3 happiness in settlements you did not found. That is absolutely fine because I don't have that. And -6 happiness. Oh, okay. -1 influence in settlements you founded. I get a lot of influence in, so I think I can take that hit. So we're going to go along with that, and I think we should be okay, actually. Because 56 happiness, yeah, we've still got 17 on the influence too. We're doing grand. We're up to 80% now, which means we need to pick one more of these crisis policies to have. -6 happiness in town, -6 happiness in settlements with unfilled resource slots, and -6 unhappiness in cities. Okay, we don't really have... We have a couple towns. I'm gonna say... that, I mean, we should just do the cities because they're easier to control. I'm going to do the cities because they're easier to control, to be honest. But yeah, that's a decent whack of a hit to us, to be honest. But we'll just have to accept that one. However, on the end turn here, oh yes. We'll send you over there so you can go and get yourself settled. But importantly, on the end turn, we are going to be completing a new wonder, and one that is not at the capital. Beautiful. Oh yes, sedentary life is civilization's goal. It marks the end of its life and heralds its corruption. And I love the fact that, yeah, behind the Grand Canyon lies Petra hidden in this hill. Absolutely glorious. Okay, so what has that done to my tile yields, by the way? Because that is probably going to be silly. Oh, yes, all of these desert tiles now just gain extra. I guess the wonder tiles don't count. That's a shame, but it's still gonna boost me a fair amount. I'll happily have that. Okay, beautiful. We have Petra. Pax Imperatoria. We have reached a milestone. Oh, I really need to be thinking about these actually. Yes, we've hit the military milestone because I've got myself enough cities. Culture. Oh, we need to work on this. Construct wonders. We are working on one more, so that will be great. As for science, we're not doing nearly enough. Although we're actually really, I think some of these will fly up in the next few turns. In economics, we're one away from that. I have not been following that as closely as I should, but Lindos is now ours, which is magnificent, and we'll just go and grab those elephants. That is good for us. There's salt down there, but oh yeah, our empire is looking magnificent. I mean, if Painted Rock ever gets sort of properly taken over, it would be a bit of a weird little lump, but it's going to die at the end of this era. 13% to go. And we can boost our wonder construction, which is important because I was actually warned that someone else is trying to build the Pyramid of the Sun as well. So we better try and push that on. I can change some civics in 2 turns, but until then, yeah, we just got to play a little bit for time. We also need to think about anything that we can't build after this era, and I'm not entirely sure how things work on this game. But yeah, we built some of the unique things here. So yeah, we might as well just get the academy at this point. 7 over there, very nice indeed. Oh, excellent. We love the council day. Plus 30% production for buildings for 6 turns. That gives us an extra slot here. And I'm just going to say, do want extra happiness for a minute, because actually we do have we have taken a few little hits there, and with a flood we just got, actually it's a bit problematic. So minus 10 happiness in your capital, we can't deal with that. We're just going to have to add the town one in, I think, at this point, and I think we'll still be fine. So that's looking okay. Thera over here, we do want to convert this to a city. Oh, we need the money. I keep on to spend money. Yeah, next turn then we'll turn it into a city and see if we can get any key buildings built before the era's out. Devastatingly, Catherine has finished the Pyramid of the Sun 1 turn before me. The bitch, she is going to pay for that one day. Instead, we're going to build an ancient bridge, which is hardly as cocky and exciting. Well, that's really disappointing. We are 3 turns, by the way, away from Sanchi Stupa, which is going to be a lovely one, actually. It's an interesting choice right near the end here, 4% from the end, but I'm going to take the extra culture just to try and squeeze philosophy. Can the Greeks learn philosophy in time? Military training 1 turn, that's fine. Won't quite get the future take, but we're going to finish everything. Okay, yes, we will. Your action still was not discovered by Catherine the Great. Oh, lovely. We gained a big pile of science. That is just what we want to see. Why do we have a migrant? What's a migrant? I don't know how this works, game. We seem to have just done about everything at the same moment here. Sanchi Stupa is complete. All religions should reside everywhere, for all of them desire self-control and the purity of the heart. Okay, excellent stuff. We have it built. Wow, look at that. Beautiful in pink. And yeah, we gain ourselves a fair few bits of tech right at the day of it. 99%, we're not going to gain philosophy. Oh no, that's disgraceful. We'll click on future tech. There's nothing we can really do about it. It's right at the death here. So, all right, assuming we only get one more turn, what do we want to do? I never upgraded this because I'd have to turn them into a city next era. I'm going to get walls. I recall Miniaturino saying that there seems to be a gap between the ancient walls that you can't get in the next era and the actual that era's walls. So you should be buying those if at all possible. I don't think I've got them here, have I? No, and I don't have enough walls for them, Thomas. This is a bit of a potential problem area as well, isn't it? I thought this had a wall. Anyway, it's fine. We'll choose some production. Anything that takes like one turn. In fact, we need a scout. Just build the scout. Well, in terms of the legacy paths then, on our culture, we've managed to reach this far, which is decent, to be honest. We've not quite got the 7 wonders, but we have a fair few. We have ourselves Pax Imperatoria. Again, we got ourselves to that first stopping point, science. We've made it all the way to the end, just in time. In economic, we made it to a basic ladder. So I'm happy enough to have made it, yeah, some of the way through these. Not doing too bad, actually. Not doing too bad. Silk Roads, I'm not quite so strong. But it's absolutely fine. We're going to end our turn, see if it takes us over to 100 here. And I think, yeah, we'll just see how this is shaping up. Because I think, does it get to 100? People of neighbouring Parthogrado are terribly unhappy that I should have joined their civilization. Wow, this is turn up for the books. Where is this place? Oh, that's this one all the way up here, isn't it? -1 happiness and all sentiments, -1 influence at the end of this age. Oh no, we'll take it. We'll take it. Why did we do that? That's very, very silly indeed. Okay, we're still at 99%. But my 3 turns is not going to be sufficient unless I have an event this turn. So you know what? Having just grabbed this on the last day of the year, we picked ourselves up some lovely, lovely clay, which looks awfully like sugar cubes, but you know what? We'll take it. It's apparently, this is now ours. They've also got a settler here. That might be fun. We've really cucked our friend here, and that's pretty much been the story of this game. And they haven't got painted rock either. In fact, we've got the better rocks over here, you fool. Colchis looking magnificent, by the way. I must say, I have been enjoying this. I think there's a fair amount more events going on. It doesn't feel quite like Civ. It does feel like it's very influenced by Millennia, by all of those other games, Humankind, etc., etc. But I am enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. Ira History Untold, all of that. Yes, all of that you can see the influences. Although Civ always does its own kind of thing. It feels a bit different, I will say that, and maybe we'll get into that more in part 2. But yes, in the next part, we'll explore the exploration age, and I have myself a lot of coastal situations here. In fact, between this southern coast, which is only me so far, this northern coast where I do have a little bit of a touch, and the northwest, suddenly I find myself in a very good position starting this age, and even my inland cities have themselves navigable rivers. Every single city can make it out to sea. So I think we're looking pretty darn well off here at this stage, and there are the stats if you want to take a slightly closer look. We are absolutely demolishing everyone right now, and I'm quite happy with that. So I'll join you next time, Monday and Thursday, for Civilization 7 next week. We'll probably just do an age and episode, assuming that doesn't take too long. It is quite a few hours I've been playing this here today, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. We'll see a little bit after a game or two how I feel about Civ 7 compared to 6 and 5. Currently, I'm enjoying more than 6. And as for 5, well, there's lots of things I'm liking here over that, so we shall see with time. For now, I will leave you. I'm Thomas. This is Nerds to Human, and this has been the quite intriguing Civilization 7. Oh, look at this. Thank you very much, and tally-ho. The most plunderful time of the year. No flag, no country. Simultaneous death roboting. That's what you're going to see. Golden age as we reap the world. These guys will soon be blown out of the water. Did you see what I did there? I'm not proud of myself.